joining me. So I just pulled out a few cards here. We have partnership, communication, Saturn, and the sun came out kind of on its side. So Taurus, I think at this time it would be good to put effort into partnerships that you have. We see here that maybe you and someone else just isn't seeing eye to eye right now. We see one individual here, and then we see a female kind of, with her back turned to you, going in another direction. And then we have here, Taurus, we have communication. Communication does need to come to the fore here. I feel as though you need to communicate your feelings. You need to communicate what's been going on with you to bring understanding to the situation. I feel as though this female doesn't fully understand what is going on within you and your behaviors. By communicating, you will not only fill your cup, but you'll be filling this individual's cup also too with enlightenment. I think, by you starting communication, it is going to bring you some enlightenment as well on how this other individual has been feeling too, okay? This whole situation has been basically ruled by Saturn, meaning, well, first off, we have the Most High here, and the Most High is the one that we know, created all things and created the planets. And planets, the sun and the moon, they all have meaning, and that's why the Most High said, well, there'll be signs in the sky. Well, so the planets are great significance for us. And Saturn here rules discipline and it rules lessons. So I feel here that what the Most High wanted was for you two to learn to communicate, and through this conversation that you're both going to have, understand during this communication what you learned from each other, so that you can make sure that you don't do the same things again, or even say the same things again, or go about. I feel like you both needed to learn how to go about expressing yourselves correctly, about communicating properly. It's almost like the communication and understanding was what you would call on a lower level, not coming through the higher mind. The higher mind is a higher place of intellectual, it's what needed to be. There needs to be clear communication here. Because right now, the sun, it's like the sun wants to come out. The sun is happiness, it will bring that clearing of the air. It will, it just really wants to just come out and on top. Okay, this card, it just keeps wanting to come out. It's Royal Star of the Lion. Now, when I first saw it, it was reversed, and it did come out reversed here. There is royalty. There's some type of royalty here in this matter, okay? And there may be something that needs to be talked about as well concerning this. This is like royal, okay. The courage of a lion and royalty. So there needs to be courage here. An opening for this communication. Yeah, because right now, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. But it needs to be able to be upright. So that this royalty can be set forth and the sun can shine. It needs to be, the sun needs to come in through communication to shine light on royalty, on greatness, to bring in the turning of the will that needs to be done. Saturn is going to bring that. The lessons have to be talked about, and they have to be learned, and they have to be talked about. Yeah. We have here the star. This reminds me of the Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem is the leading of the way that one should go. Yeah, Taurus, you may have, okay, someone here in this scenario, okay, there needs to be communication about trying to sacrifice possibly one of these individuals in this partnership here. And also, we have the Prince of Heaven also too here. There is an individual here. Okay, these came out in reverse. There is one of these individuals in this partnership, whether it's you or the other person, is being led by the Prince of Heaven. Remember that the wise men saw a star, the Star of Bethlehem, and they followed it to the way of Jesus. This individual has a calling here, and someone here sacrificed that person and tried to make that, it's a female. Someone tried to sacrifice this female in the partnership. It can be no more because it came out in reverse. Okay, it can be no more. The will has to turn, Taurus. It's important. This is like a star from like the gate, the lion's gateway, so to speak, of royalty. Okay, coming from the royalty of the Prince of Heaven. There needs to be communication here. This is important. Okay. Where did I pull this from? Okay. Okay, we have the main male. Journey and privileged lady. I feel as though this is you, and you would need to journey to this individual, and maybe you can't. Maybe you feel like you can't journey to this woman that is to be a privileged lady. This situation currently, Taurus, it is being judged. Absolutely. It's being judged. There was a false person also. Taurus, maybe this was you and another female, or you and another male. And, one of you is false. It looks like the female was just a false person. And then it's like you, the male, the main male, was like masked. Almost like you're masking yourself, but it's almost like you mask your inner self as well. Putting on a show. That's what came to me. It's like you put on a show, Taurus. And this seems to be, like, this could be like you put on a family show, okay? But it's just false. This woman may also, right now, be acting as the privileged lady. But really, all in all, it's this woman that you should speak to, have communication with, that was sacrificed, that is not to be sacrificed, that really is the privileged lady. Reason being is because she is the one that is the royal star of the Prince of Heaven. That tells me this is a righteous person, okay? This situation is being judged. Yeah, okay, we've got a mature woman and a thief. So this mature woman stole here. This mature woman, okay, stole someone's pathway. That's what she did. Of great fortune. Yeah, because this individual, this woman, she thought that if she thieved this person's pathway of great fortune, then it would take that person's honor. But you cannot take someone's spiritual honor. That does not take honor. What takes honor is doing things like this, thievery. What takes honor is sacrificing other people from what they're called to do. She wanted this person in poverty. I see a brink here. Yeah. She wanted this person to work hard. We have a mature man that's looking at her. He could be at a distance because we have the world globe here. This could be a lawyer. This could be a man of status. Let's see, let's look a little deeper here, okay? This could be a Cancer.